Hey, 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 hey,
Ooh, big head on the beat.
hey. Money stay the same, friends is changing up. Eagles fly alone, get your paper up. I can't make this up.
Good morning, people. Before we get started, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, also including my mom. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. Y'all know who I am. I'm Tay Wiz, coming from Live from Man Cave. For those who don't know who I am, feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel and the Twitter page at TAE_WIGGS. I keep up with the latest scores, news, injuries around these 2017 NBA playoffs, also including the 2017 NBA Finals. We have a great game coming on today. This afternoon at 3:30, the San Antonio Spurs will be traveling to the Warriors. The last time these two teams met up was March 29th. The Golden State Warriors was victorious with a 110-98 win over the Spurs. These Spurs had beaten the Warriors twice in 3 meetings. Also, the Spurs limited Golden State Warriors to 12 out of 50 3-point shooting, which is 24% in the first 2 games. The Spurs won. Regular season, how their record goes, you know the Golden State Warriors had the best record in the NBA at 67 wins and 15 losses. The Spurs are also the number 2 team in the West in the regular season with 61 wins, 21 losses. The Spurs at home are 31-10. Away, the Spurs are 30-11. The Golden State Warriors at home are 36-5, and away they are 31-10. Remember, home court advantage is kind of key. 36-5, that's saying a lot. 5 losses, so they don't know what it feel like to lose at home. That's the crazy part about it. When you don't know what it feel like to lose at home, somebody is doing something great over there. We know Steve Kerr's not giving it a go right now due to his back issues. Hope he can get well soon. They can have him back on the sideline. Mike Brown will be coaching the team from here on out to further notice. I'm just looking for Greg Popovich to come out with them same defensive settings that he had in the first 2 wins. Will we see something different? Because we know that game, I think March 29th, none of the stars really did play. Um, I'm looking for Kawhi Leonard to come out there. If he's 100%, if he come out there and give you 27 points and be 9 for 9 for the free throw line, but the key person on this Spurs team would be the play of LaMarcus Aldridge. If LaMarcus Aldridge can duplicate what he had in Game 6 with the 34 points and 12 rebounds, can we see that again? If they can get that from him in this series, the Spurs can win this series. Um, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna have win once I break everything down. My 3 keys for the Spurs: keep the Warriors off the 3-point line, get the defensive rebounds, and get back in transition defense. My 3 keys for the Warriors: limited rebounds for the Spurs. You got to get back on defense, and you got to keep that middle clogged up because they want to score inside. They like to drive and penetrate. So those are my keys for the game. Like I said, regular season, the Golden State Warriors average 116 points with 44 rebounds, 30 assists. They average 10 steals. They having 7 blocks, and they shoot 50% from the field, 38% from the 3-point line, and also shooting 79% from the free throw line. Which this team is a high-power offense team. The Spurs are not looking too bad for themselves. They average 105 points, 44 rebounds with 24 assists, 8 steals, 6 blocks, and turnovers. 13 turnovers a game. They both got to keep that down because the Warriors average 15 turnovers a game. And these are also violations too, folks. The Spurs also shoot 47% from the field, shoot a better 3-point percentage than the Warriors at 39, and they shoot 80%. So we know both teams like to shoot the 3. But we know how the Warriors do like to shoot the 3s mostly. They shoot all the 3s in transitional offense. They come down and get a rebound and just stop on a 3-on-1 offense. And they would shoot a 3. So I feel like if they do that type of play like that, they will lose this series. I'm going with the Spurs to win this series in 6. I know, folks. You ain't been watching the Warriors this year, or you a Warriors hater. It's not that. I look at the team that Popovich has. He's winning with all type of players. At the end of the day, he still has 6 or 7 champions on his team with the Kawhi Leonard, Seth or Tony Parker. He's injured. Pau Gasol. I can keep going with these guys. Patty Mills. This team has a championship. David Lee. You think David Lee don't want to win this game against his former team? Come on, I'm going with the Spurs in 6. And people are like, man, you crazy. This gotta go 7. I'm going with the Spurs in 6. I'm giving the Spurs to win tonight too. I'm giving them the edge. If they can win by 8 points, we're gonna see a lot of David Lee. If we get the same play for Jonathan Simmons, what he did to James Harden and that James Harden debacle, if Jonathan Simmons can guard Klay Thompson and take Klay Thompson off the glass or guard Kevin Durant, this is gonna be a series that everybody been waiting for. And like I said, I'm sticking with my guns. I got the Spurs winners in 6. If you got any questions or comments, feel free. Leave them in my inbox on my YouTube page, or leave me some questions on my Twitter page at TAE_WIGGS. I keep up with the latest scores, news, injuries around these NBA playoffs. Also, the 2017 NBA Finals, I will be covering that just as well. I will be doing my own mock draft for the 2017 NBA draft. So y'all know who I am, Tay Wiggs. I'm reporting out. 1.